Have you ever started a save on Football Manager knowing you have a club legend who could retire in the first few seasons? Well, in today's FM23 tutorial video, I'm going to show you how you can download and install a database that will keep your club legends around for a little bit longer. As you can see on the screen, how cool would it be to have an 18-year-old Messi or Ronaldo again? What if Buffon could play on for another 20 years? Well, in this video, I'll show you how to do it. The best bit is this is compatible with 23.4.0 and you can edit the database using the pre-game editor. But before I show you how to do this, please don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more content from myself. To get you up and running with this database, the first thing that you will need to do is go into the description of this video. In the description, there will be a link that will take you through to Sortioutsi and more importantly to the page where you will download the database. Now, once you come through to this page, we can see it's called Everyone 18 Years Old. It was created by Pedro 818-28223. Actually created a year ago, but it recently caught my attention and I thought it was a good database to try out. So it states the database is a simple database where most of the players are 18 years old, so you can play for more seasons without the legend retiring. Also, most of the players will reach their peak at more or less the same time. So once you're on this screen, what you want to do is go across to the download button here. Once it turns green, just click the button. It'll take you through to a splash screen where it will advertise some of Sortioutsi videos. If you haven't been and checked them out already, make sure you do so. Then in the top right hand corner, we can see that that file has now downloaded. It's time for step number 2. For step number 2, we have the pretty simple task of finding where you have downloaded that file to and moving it to where it needs to be. So for me, my default downloads folder is just downloads. I'm using Windows 11, but you can have custom directories. So for the purpose of this video, I've put it into a separate folder. So mine reads downloads, FM downloads. Yours could read something different depending on where you download the files to. But if you're just on the downloads and you found the file, the next thing that you need to do is pretty simple. We just highlight it, right click or Control C, copy that file, and now we need to open up the folder where we will be taking it to. So I've already got another window open and it's set to exactly where we need to be. But if you need to manually go there, you need to go to Documents, Sports Interactive, Football Manager 2023, Editor Data. Now, I use the Steam version of the game and I'm running Windows 11. I know there are Game Pass and Epic Games versions of Football Manager out there. I'm not 100% sure if the file directory is the same or not, or if there is a different place you have to put it, but you can pretty much just Google and find out exactly where those files go. But for the purpose of this video, I've found the exact place I need to edit and paste my file to. So again, it's just a case of either Control V or right clicking and pasting. And once we see that that file is now in that folder, we are done in terms of Windows and it's time to load up Football Manager. For step number 3, we have now loaded up Football Manager 2023, and once you get to the opening screen where you can start a new game, that is exactly what we need to do. So if we go to start a new game, you're going to be given the options as usual to select your game mode, hit career, and then you'll be taken through to the career game setup. Now in the top right hand corner, you're going to see it says 23.4.0 update. Go up to where that bar is, hit the drop down, and you'll see that the file that we loaded into the editor data folder is there and it's available. You need to ensure that it is ticked and looks exactly like it does on my screen for this to work. So go to the bottom, hit confirm as we are all good to go, and then go further to the bottom of the screen. In the bottom right hand corner, you'll see advanced setup. Once you hit advanced setup, the bar will start to load in the game database. Now bear in mind, when you use custom databases, it can alter the time and the speed of your computer loading up the database, because for the first time it is getting used to all of the changes that would have been made in the editor. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to remove all of the leagues apart from the English League, and I'm going to load in a database that is Sky Bet League 2 and above, and we'll have a large database of 14,740. Now I'm going to skip through the next screen of the database loading into the game, and I'll show you exactly how it looks once you get to the team selection page. I've now moved past the loading screens and we are at the point where we are about to choose our club. So pick your profile to go through to the next screen. Now, as I said, I've loaded a database with all of the English leagues in it. You can obviously use this on many other leagues too. But for this example, I will show you the Liverpool squad just to show you that this has worked. If we go to their senior squad and pick on Mr. James Milner, the legend himself, we can now see that he is an 18-year-old once again. He's valued at 40 million to 119 million, and he's listed as a wonder kid. If we go back and look at Jordan Henderson, for example, you can see he's 61 million to 183 million, and he too is listed as a wonder kid. So this game is at the start of FM23. There are no transfer updates. I do not think it will work in conjunction with the updates. But if you know how to use the pre-game editor, you can move things around. So you can make Messi here, for example, who is probably one of the highest valued wonder kids in the game, now at 368 million. You can just simply remove his contract if you want to put him out in the wild and have a go at signing him yourself. And if you know what you're doing with the pre-game editor, it's pretty powerful in terms of what you can do with this database. Now, of course, there are databases out there that are moving the game forward to the 23-24 season. This will not be compatible with those types of updates. This is purely a way of playing the original database in its form, where you can just use players like Lionel Messi for the next 20 years of a save, and you can see just how he would develop if he was an 18-year-old in 2023. So it's a fun little tool. You can have a mess about with it. You can look up players. There are obscure players such as Lucas Podolski, for example, another aging player in real life, but now thanks to the wonders of this database, he's back to being an 18-year-old, and he has his whole career ahead of him once again. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I cannot thank you all for supporting the channel enough. The growth on the channel has been fantastic. It's been such a joy to watch it grow across the past couple of months. Please don't forget there is other content on the channel. There are hints and tips. There are Wonder Kid videos, tactic videos, let's plays. There's a little bit of something for everybody on the channel. If you found this useful, please don't forget to hit the like button. It's so important to keep the channel growing. But for this one, I'm going to leave it there. Have fun with the database. Let's see what you can come up with all these 18-year-old wonder kids.